Hello and welcome to our first episode of Lubbock ISD Today. I'm Hannah Gilchrist, a junior from Lubbock High School.
And I'm Dilly T, also a junior, but I'm from Monterey.
Not the Plains, man.
Yep, and Hannah, we are debuting our new show and we're so excited.
We really couldn't be more excited as we look to be the premier news show on Lubbock ISD.
And the big news of this school year is the completion of the new AgriSTEM complex for Lubbock ISD Ag students. It's incredible to think that the construction went from pushing dirt as early as June of 2022 to completing a sanctuary of opportunity. It just goes to show the amount of pure dedication, grit, and passion
Agricultural education in Lubbock ISD has been very traditional. We've had floral design with our plant science program of study, and then pretty much animal science, livestock production courses with our animal science program of study. And that's great. I mean, those are two great courses for students, but agriculture is multidimensional, and there's so much more out there. So we are really excited to bring the food science and technology program of study to the district.
I'm really excited this year. I'll be taking the livestock production class, and I couldn't even begin to tell you how many classes and beautiful opportunities there are here just because we're overflowing at this point.
There's also animal sciences where we learn about digestive systems, animal health and safety and everything, and there's even vet science where we learn about administering.
That looks like a great place for our fellow students to learn more about agriculture. Speaking of great places, Mackenzie Middle School had their open house to start the year, and there were a bunch of smiling faces. They do this open house to get the students, staff, and families excited for the school year. Mackenzie Middle School, like all of our middle schools, value their families and hope that they stay involved and engaged in their child's education. Because, like they said, our schools are here to serve you.
And there was a buzz for the first day of school all across our district. Our teachers went out and captured the first day of school excitement. Let's take a look.
I've missed you.
What a fun, exciting, cheeky little video. Of course, we are a few weeks into this school year and we are already steamrolling our class projects.
We really are. For our first projects of the year, we went back to our former schools, mine being Honey Elementary. And as I'm sure most of us dreamed of being a superhero when we were younger, like I did at Honey Elementary, Lubbock ISD strives to show their students that anyone can wear the superhero cape as long as they're leaders and helpers in their community. Honey Elementary's 5th grade superstar, Shelby Whitaker, put on her neon yellow superhero cape every day after school, along with her other Wonder Patrol friends. This group are all a part of the school's Safety Patrol program.
They come out in the afternoons, they stand at the crosswalks and stop signs, and cross everybody that's coming back and forth to pick up their kids after school.
Helping other people and keeping people safe.
I loved getting to see their commitment and their full story of keeping the honey bear safe as a former honey bear. We'll be coming back with more stories like this in the next coming weeks.
Yes, it will. And you see, when we were told we had to go back to our former schools, we're given a prompt. And that prompt was fearless leaders. And here
I think being a good listener and making sure that you hear everyone around you. I was a counselor before I was a principal, and I think that that makes a huge difference in how I do my job. Building those relationships with others is the key to it.
I think a student can become a leader by soaking in everything that a teacher is trying to teach them, and by listening and being a good role model and trying to help other students who might be in need.
I love how they gave keys for being a fearless leader. I think this was such a fun project to start the year on.
I did too, and we aren't done yet because still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today. Did you know that our team is state ranked? Jaden will have all the details coming up with sports.
But first, we continue to tour around our schools at Lubbock ISD as we check out our middle school campuses.
So stick around because we have more coming after this short break.
Today we are forcing our anchors to think on the spot. Being able to ad-lib is a vital key for our anchors in case anything goes wrong. Recently, we pushed this to the extreme.
All right, anchors, we are going live.
But there's nothing on the teleprompter.
What are we supposed to do? We can't debut a new show without scripts.
Going live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to LISD Today.
Now let's toss it to the weather.
Nothing to report on weather.
Toss to sports?
Nothing on sports.
Well, that concludes our show.
Thanks for watching, I think.
They'll get better at it. Sorry. Usually I'd have something clever to say, but there's nothing on the script.
In AV, by the time our students make it to the second year class, they're pretty well versed in the basics of our studio. But there's one thing that continues to stump them.
Guys, I don't know how to key in the green screen.
You have to call in reinforcements.
Hit key 2. Make sure it's on chroma key. Select your camera. Finally, make sure you have ProPresenter underneath so your graphics are keyed.
It's a good thing we always have our teachers here to help us.
For our second semester, a lot of students need to get drone certified. But before that, we needed a different way to get our shots. Yeah, getting certified proved to be a little easier.
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today with host Hannah Gilchrist and Dilly Trevino. Sports with Jaden Eaton. Weather with Jaden Gonzalez. And trending now with Rainin Ford. Now, back to the desk as we continue our first episode of Lubbock ISD Today.
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today. We hope you enjoyed the first blog of the show. You better have, as we continue on here on the show.
That's right, and we pick up right where we left off, and that's finding fearless leaders all across our campuses.
And here at Evans Middle School, they empower each and every one of their students, their 3 core pillars. They're implemented by fearless leaders, starting at the top with Mr. Newman. Part of the Evans community and believes in these 3 core things: a vision of igniting success, a mission of inspiring excellence, and finally, a core value of a commitment, integrity, respect, and unity.
People always just kind of pushed me in that direction to lead. When I was a kid, people pushed me in that direction. It's not something that ever really came, I never felt like it came naturally to me, but I guess other people thought differently. But I've always just enjoyed working with people. I've just enjoyed getting to kind of orchestrate and direct and guide and teach.
Mr. Newman is a wonderful leader. He's a wonderful boss. He supports us as far as our jobs go. Whatever we need, he is there to answer questions and to help us when we have struggles or we have things that we need help with. If he doesn't know the answer, he finds the answer.
as people did for me, is just notice things in people. Sometimes it's obvious and sometimes it's not obvious. Sometimes they recognize it, sometimes they don't recognize it. And so finding ways to put people in the spotlight, finding ways to put people in front of the camera, finding ways for people to lead, whether that's students joining student groups, athletes, whether that's teachers, principals, whoever, just finding ways to showcase those people, because everybody has leadership skills and it's just a matter of them.
Let's blast on over to the home of the astronauts. McCool Academy has fearless leaders all over their campus, from their students and staff to their principals. They believe it's important to have fearless leaders across the board. The mission statement at McCool is to teach students about their STEAM curriculum and develop life skills to apply in home and community.
So principal leadership is super important because they're the foundation of the campus, right? And I think Miss Wadley, Miss Mills, and Mr. Mitchell do such a great job at building relationships with students and staff alike.
Fearless leader, we got to start with Carolyn Wadley, our campus principal, who was kind of behind the design of this campus and knew what she wanted and the direction she wanted this campus to grow in, as far as bringing in project-based learning and really trying to stress the importance of the STEM and STEAM curriculum that our young students and young learners are facing.
That's a great start to our Fearless Leader series. We will have more coming up in our later shows.
We absolutely will. Now let's make a big turn on this newscast and look at our new segment.
Thank you so much, Dilly and Hannah. My name is Rainen Ford, and today I'm going to show you what's trending around the world in our new segment called Tuned In. It was a Labor Day concert a California mom will never forget. Sarah Frances Jones, who was pregnant, did not want to miss Beyonce's birthday show at Sophie Stadium. She thought she'd be fine since she had a C-section scheduled about a week later, but baby Nola had other ideas.
I was nervous. This is my first baby, so I was just like, I want to make sure I'm doing everything right. I may or may not have sped past some red lights on accident. Please don't get in trouble. I was trying to get my baby to the hospital.
Watch an Ohio elementary school class get a surprise visit from the school's mascot, but this surprise was for an audience of one. Inside the costume was 7-year-old Ellie Cronester's dad, who had been on military deployment overseas for a year.
That's Eli's dad!
Unfolding on Ellie's first day at Duet Elementary, this tender surprise was a year in the making and definitely didn't disappoint.
All it all was just a brick in the wall.
Scientists in New York used music from the iconic Brit rock band to conduct an amazing brain activity study. After patients with electrodes in their brain listened to the track, Another Brick in the Wall, researchers were able to successfully reproduce a version of the song using only the collected brain signals. The technology could one day be used to help patients who are unable to communicate with spoken words. Now that rocks. The Rolling Stones are set to release new music. It will be the Stones' first studio album since 2005. The legendary rock band recently teased a new record in a British newspaper. The new album is titled Hanky Diamonds. A Cruel Summer? Not for Taylor Swift. She had a wildly successful tour, record-breaking advance sales for her upcoming concert film. And here's some more good news. Spotify just announced that her 2019 hit, Cruel Summer, has surpassed a staggering 1 billion streams. Cruel Summer becomes the 5th Taylor Swift song to hit the billion stream mark. And in the box office, Oppenheimer finished in 5th place this holiday weekend on ticket sales of $5.5 million. Gran Turismo pumps the brakes, getting from 1st place down to 4th with $6.6 million, while Blue Beetles movie managed to hang on 3rd place, bringing in $7.3 million.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Barbie kept a firm grip on 2nd place this weekend, adding $10.6 million to her box office haul, which now stands at $612 million domestic and $771 million internationally. Denzel Washington's return to the role of Robert McCall in Equalizer 3 debuted at the top of the holiday weekend box office. The 3rd film in this series easily beats all competitors with a $34.5 million opening. That's your look for Tune In. Can't wait to see what we got next week.
There are so many cool things on Tuned In this week. I love the dad getting to see his son after a year of deployment.
Oh, I did too. It was so sweet and so heartwarming, but you know what's not sweet and cool? The Lubbock weather as of late.
Oh, for sure. I hate hot weather. But will the hot weather stay like that? Jaden joins us now with hopefully some good news. Jaden?
All right, Lubbock ISD Today. Let's dive into the weather for the coolest school district in town. Starting from today's game day, no frills, just the real deal, and maybe a little sass. First off, it's game day, people. September 8th, bring us mostly sunny skies. Precipitation, a meager 10% chance, so don't bet on rain saving you. Highs will be sizzling at 100 degrees, and there's some breezy action with winds at 60 miles per hour. At night, it's gonna get a bit cloudy with a 20% chance of rain, and lows chilling the upper 60s. Over the weekend, it's like the weather's doing a dramatic flip. Highs in the upper 90s on both Saturday and Sunday. There's a modest 20% chance of storms in the afternoon. At night, it's a 30% chance of getting wet. Mother Nature just couldn't resist a little drama. Umbrella or not, that's your call. Sunday and Monday seem to be in the cahoots to mess with our outdoor plans. Highs hanging around the upper 80s, and nighttime brings a 50% chance of rain. Monday and Tuesday are a bit indecisive, like that one friend who can't pick a restaurant. Highs are around the upper 80s, and both nights bring a 50% chance of rain. Flip a coin, maybe. Wednesdays keep the rain train rolling with a 45% chance. Thursdays, like, nah, I'll just keep a sprinkle a bit. With a 30% chance of rain during the day and 35% at night. Stay dry out there, finally. Next Friday, it's back to sunny business with a 25% chance of drizzle. Highs playing it cool around 82% degrees. And at night, there's a 40% chance of rain. Don't say we didn't warn you. So Lubbock ISD, be ready for weather roller coasters this week. Sunstorms and surprises Mother Nature's got jokes stay. Stay prepared, stay dry, and stay awesome.
The forecast and still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today. We keep it real with Mr. Ward. What does he have for us this week? We just have to wait and see.
But first, we head on over to the sports set with Jaden.
So stick with us as we have more coming for you after this short break. I'm really excited. We're going to work on our first LASD Today show. It's going to be super good. I'm so excited to work with everybody. Everybody's going to do awesome.
The show starts in 5 minutes. Hurry up! Faster! Faster! Come on, go! Come back and forth! You drop all over the idiot!
You know what? If Dilly's gonna yell at us, let's go check out the script he's been working on.
Yeah. Only 5 words?
I can explain. I only had...
Welcome to Lubbock ISD Today!
Here at LISD TV, we go through our slumps, just like anybody else. But especially for our first years, who are, well, beginners, we like to go back and review what we did wrong, so we can learn, get better. All right, look at this, Gary. Do you see the way you were slumping?
I don't think it's that bad.
That's pretty bad, Gary.
No, it's not that. No.
You are obviously slumping.
And they barely notice it.
Okay, Gary, you see that?
Yeah, what about it?
That's not natural.
Yeah, it is. It's the twitch. It's the twitch.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
See, that one I think is a little rough, but it's not that bad.
That's bad, Gary. That's really bad.
Yeah.
I know where to start with this one.
I don't even know where to begin. That was awesome.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Why don't you think so?
There were people watching us live. We were live, Gary.
And they were jamming out at home like I was.
But eventually, the great ones figure it out.
Man, what an unbelievable show. I'm sure y'all will love it. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed on that one.
We are committed to do our best in everything we do. And I mean everything.
Are we focused? Are we focused? Are we focused? Someone tell me if I focus. Am I focused? That's not it.
Stand by.
3.
Welcome back to Real to Real, only on Lubbock ISD TV. This week on Keeping It Real. Hey yo, guess what day it is, huh? Come on, Sienna, guess what day it is?
Tie Tuesday.
No. Come on, Lily, you gotta know what day it is.
Game day.
What?
How happy are Lubbock ISD fans every time we take a broadcast?
I'd say happier than Mr. Ward on game day.
Game day, yeah!
Welcome into Gameplay. I'm Jay Neaton, a junior from Coronado.
They say in sports, hard work pays off. And for the Estacado Matadors, they have proven this to be true, especially after beating Palo Duro last night to improve to 3-0. According to Dave Campbell's Texas football website, the Estacado Matadors are ranked 9th in the great state of Texas. Of course, Dave Campbell's website has been a great source for Texas high school football for countless years. Being ranked 9th in the whole state of Texas, I mean, come on, it should mean the world to these players and coaches. Great accomplishments for hard-working group. Speaking of hard working for the Matadors, Bobby Ross has been named a Mr. Texas candidate after a huge game Midland Greenwood, where he totaled 5 touchdowns and 267 rushing yards. Bobby will get to travel to Dallas at the end of the season and have a chance to win Mr. Texas Award. That would be huge, like huge. But speaking of huge, the game in Monterey last night, they played against Friendship, had to be the game of the year. I think one of the best games I've seen in Lubbock for a while. I mean, it was a 4-time overtime thriller that was back and forth game. But sadly, the Plainsmen came up just a tiny bit short. Our team caught up with the coach thrash right after the loss.
I mean, I think our guys had heart, and that's what I commend them about, man. Since last year, you know, our guys come out and fight. You know, that's a 6A program. They got like 2,000 more kids than us. You know, their enrollment size is way bigger than us. And our guys came out and battled one of the better 6As in the state. You know, our schedule's loaded with 6As, but we don't back down from a challenge. I'm proud of our guys. Our guys have fought for 2 years straight. Every game, you know, second half, we come out and battle. And that's what they do. They just came up a little short. Hats off to them, man. Our guys got heart, dedication, and that's what life's about. It's bigger than football. It's about life, and our guys battle, so I'm proud of them.
Amen. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
Great post-game interview by Jonas. Now, have you ever been stuck in line? Yeah, it's not very fun. But thanks to Lubbock ISD new ticket pre-sale, you won't have to. Ticket pre-sale makes getting into games, getting and buying tickets way more in advance, which, with ease at a Lubbock Independent School District Sports, game knowing you bought the ticket early, scan the barcode, or go to the link and buy your tickets today. And finally, let's take a look at our volleyball report. Our teams have been working hard, I mean hard, all season long, with the dream of making the postseason, and for some of our teams, their path to the playoffs start today, when they begin district play, and we start in a District 4, 5A. Here is the standings of Tuesday of this week. And I want to say, these records don't indicate the kind of teams and talent that we have. Everyone in our schools compete tough tournaments and compete against the very best people to prepare for the district. And then here is our look at District 5. And Estacado, by the looks of it, is primed to make another postseason run. They just have to take care of business, and they have a good chance to make a run as well. Of course, if you want more volleyball reports on Lubbock ISD football teams, tune in to our football broadcast on the Lubbock ISD YouTube channel, and we do this in the depth complete feature on a halftime show.
I think I've been there. I think I've seen that before. You might see me there here soon.
Yes, we will. Can't wait to see you on there tonight.
Me either. Thank you so much, Jaden, for sports.
Yes, and still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we end the show with Mr. Ward as he keeps it real.
You won't want to miss as we wrap up the show next.
With Lubbock ISD TV, our fans can always check out the highlights of all of our shows and sports broadcasts by following our social media. Superfans can even get more access by watching live streams, video on demand, and more on our website and the Lubbock ISD YouTube channel. And for the fanatics who still can't get enough of Lubbock ISD TV, we have uncut footage of Rainin punching buttons on the director's board just for you. Keep up to date with all the things Lubbock ISD TV on all of our platforms.
Wait, how long have you been here?
matter because I make people's day.
I matter because God put me here for a reason.
I matter because of the influence that I have on people.
I matter because I help others.
I matter because I have goals for my future.
I matter because I'm more than a Review 360.
I matter because I'm more than what you perceive me as.
I matter because I'm a McKinsey Raider.
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 Trying to prepare for this show, from stories to the events we covered, our students were all in on our show. Of course, last year our students had a new show called Real to Real, but in life, like most things, we make a change. I like it. The name feels more like a news show, and I feel like our students, rather, your students, are bought into this new show. The mission statement for Lubbock ISD Today is to be the voice of Lubbock ISD, reporting news and events of interest to our district. And 100%, I believe, we achieved that in episode 1, right? Don't you think? But now, as we continue to work on the show, I challenge each of our students to continue to stay locked in on the show and to continue to be super creative and innovative, because they have the keys to this show. It's up to them to make it special. I'll send it back to our team of 2 at the desk.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ward. And we want to thank you so much for tuning in to the first ever and really first of many editions of Lubbock ISD Today.
We'll be back We'll be back next week bringing you more stories from across Lubbock ISD.
And we can't wait for that. But until then, we hope you stay happy and healthy. And we'll see you next time on
Lubbock ISD Today.
Executive producer and teleprompter Aaron Gielick. Pro presenter Daniel Ball. On audio Jaden Gonzalez. Floor director Isiru Laura. And at the desk Hannah Gilchrist and Dilly Trevino. Sports with Jaden Eaton. Weather with Jaden Gonzalez. And trending now with Rainin Ford.
Each and every class here at the Byron Martin Advanced Technology Center is unique in their very own way. But many people overlook the unsung heroes that bring many students to and from their respected high schools. And what do they do when they're not driving their bus waiting for the students? Well,
what are you doing here right now?
Just playing some cards. Killing the time waiting on the students to come out.
So, is this a pretty competitive table here?
It gets that way sometimes. It gets that way.
they gather here and happily spend their time playing cards, here at one of the tables in the front office. Now here's some insight from Miss Betty Smith.
Well, I look at it too as if you want a job, you want an adventure. This is the job. Because the kids makes it different every day. There's something that happens, some good, some bad, with the kids, and I enjoy it. I always just tell everybody that if they're looking for a job here, there's a couple of things. You need to love the kids and have patience. Those are the two main things you've got to have if you want to be a bus driver.
Yeah.
It's been a good one for me because I love the kids. That's what I've started this job for, is because I really love kids. At first, I wasn't sure that I was going to enjoy it too much. But after the first few weeks and I got into it, I really did enjoy the job.
Yeah.
And it's been a good one.